Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is day 38, I believe, 38 or 37. Doesn't matter. Even if it's day like 100 and 100 million. We're gonna still keep doing the same things, probably. I don't know. Even if you are a billionaire, you need to train, right? You need to, like, operate your business and do all these things, right? To not, if you build an empire, you'll need to make sure that it's not gonna collapse now. Right now, we are building the empire, but after you build the empire, you build the castle. You need to make sure that the enemies, all these people who would like to destroy and take your castle away from you, these are the bad people who don't want to build their own castles and empires. Take over your castle from you. Right now, alhamdulillah, I don't have this kind of enemies. But as you go higher and higher in this hierarchy of status, I believe that there are going to be a lot of people, especially, a lot of people sleep when it comes to choosing their spouses, and their own spouses become their enemies after getting divorced and stuff. Yeah, the quick thing which I wanted to share, which is in my mind, I'm 17 years old, but one thing which I have realized for myself is that you gotta be very careful with what kind of wife you're gonna choose for yourself, because it's not about that she can become against you or anything. Not I'm not talking about that, but a lot of us want beautiful spouses, and there is nothing wrong with that, as soon as this is logical decision. She's beautiful and you can logically proceed it, not emotionally proceed it with your heart, right? I'm gonna give you two really good examples, which I believe will need to make you think about your emotions and your lust and intentions. And in fact, most of you are teenage years, and if you're the chances of you being addicted to this kind of filth which is online, very high, like 90% chance that probably most of you guys watching, if you are between the age range between 13 and 25, 26, you are probably maybe already get through this period of time when I was getting too crazy, but maybe you just going through this period of your life. It's like me. That's why I'm doing all these no-fuck challenges. I gotta be really careful about sharing all this personal stuff, because this is something which is between me and God purely. There's no fab. Okay, what I want to say, there's two really good examples which are public, by the way, but very few people think about it. Elon Musk, when he barely got bankrupt in 2008, he was in the cliff, in the urge of getting bankrupt. Like, just you know how bad it was for him. Just so many videos about that on the internet, especially on YouTube. What I wanted to say, this guy, he had wives. He had wife. I'm sorry, he had wife. But when shit went wrong, and he was from like a millionaire going down to broke guy, what happened? His wife left him. Maybe there was personal stuff, whatever, but one thing I know, looking from the side, I don't know what was going inside, but one thing I can see looking from outside, guy wasn't doing well, business side, and maybe that's the reason why he was so stressed, and his wife could have understand that and just shut the fuck up and don't talk about anything, just let him deal with all the shit. And she didn't. What she did, she left him. He got divorced at the same year when his business was going down, and he was in the urge of, his business was in the urge of dying. His businesses was in the cliff of getting bankrupt. He could have lost everything, but he didn't. He didn't lost everything, but that's what you realize. Especially, like, I realized this stuff when I was a couple of weeks ago. I was ill with 40 degrees temperature. And I realized that none of people back then, no one, like all these girls, which was, you know, kind of, laughing at every freaking joke which you make, they are not around you right now, yeah. The only one who was looking after me when I was ill and when I was sick, and I wasn't able to, DM people. I wasn't able to work really hard. In fact, I didn't really wanted to eat and drink. That's the level of, like, if you have 40 degrees temperature, you don't really want to even wake up in the morning. And the only one who looked after me was my mom. Alhamdulillah that God gave me such a good mom, which is, you know, there is not a single word, not a single adjective can describe how good my mom is, alhamdulillah. But there is next example in which guy got bankrupt and got divorced. Trump, Donald Trump. I'm not really into his biography. I don't really know what went in his personal life. I just I just watched a quick video in order to make a little bit of research before filming this video. The one thing I know about this guy is he did got bankrupt. If Elon was in the cliff of getting bankrupt, Donald did got bankrupt, and he was in debt of couple of billions of dollars. Yes, he did, get back to his status and level again, which is from entrepreneur's perspective, it's cool, great. But from personal life, his wife left him. I'm not sure if he had kids when his wife left him, or didn't had kids when she left him, but she did live with him when he was bankrupt. Elon's wife got divorced with him when he was in the like couple of steps before getting bankrupt. So this is something which I wanted you to take for a note as a young entrepreneur out there. Your chances of you doing business like very high, maybe 80 or 90%. That's the reason why you're watching this kind of videos. Otherwise you would have watched some kind of entertaining, funny and stupid videos. Right? The spouse which you're gonna choose is probably one of the most important decisions which you're gonna do in your lifetime, which is 70, 80 years. 70, 80 years. I mean, let's say you're gonna marry at 20. 60 years, about 60 years, with one single person. So you gotta be very careful with that. You cannot choose spouse only depending on her beauty. I'm not saying marry ugly wife. I'm saying do not choose her only looking at her beauty, right? Her beauty is important. I'm not saying that she needs to be ugly to just stay with you when you are gonna get bankrupt. Not necessarily. This is life, brother. These people was multi-millionaires before this kind of bankrupts. In fact, Trump was a billionaire before he got bankrupt. And these people can get tested by God. Their patience can get tested by God. And you are not exception. No one can predict if you're gonna get bankrupt in the future, if you're not, or you are, That's why you gotta be very careful with that. Yeah, that's what I 9 minutes. Oh my god. Okay. Here is all the setup right here. I already DM'd I think 37 people out of 50. It's probably not my proudest day because I woke up late. I woke up at like 6 or 7. Like couple of 20 minutes before Fajr. 20 minutes before Fajr. I woke up 20 minutes before Fajr. And the goal, the plan was to wake up at 5. If you can see this little one right here, I mean, you can see it. Okay, let me show. Do you see this little one right here? And it, yeah, it is in the corner to 5. So the goal was to wake up at 5. I wake up at 7. I mean, it ringed when it was 5. But I got up, turned it off, get back to fucking sleep. Okay, the one thing which I'm gonna give you advice again. Okay, well, what I want you to do is that all of these, life hacks, all of these tips and tricks which I have seen on YouTube before filming this video, I have made research how to wake up early. I have made research on how to fall asleep at night so I can wake up earlier and stuff, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Go to bed whenever you want, but wake the fuck up when it's time to get up. That's all that matters. Because sometimes, especially if you are going through this NoFap challenge, your thoughts, are gonna be floating around. Devil will whisper you. The thing is that if you are gonna lose or not. And what happens in reality is that you might be lying on your bed. This is my bed. I'm gonna put it down right here. You might be lying on your bed like I do for a couple of hours, not being able to fall asleep. And you know what? This is better to not be able to fall asleep for a couple of hours fighting. There is Islamic word, fighting with devil, jihad. Yeah. This is what jihad is. When you fight the devil, when you fight with the devil inside of you, when you fight your nafs, your intentions, your desires, right? Yeah, this is better, right? I don't give a damn, right? But you know what? Be disciplined when it comes to NoFap, and be disciplined when it comes to waking up at 5 a.m. Just wake the fuck up. Astaghfirullah. You get it? Wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what it takes. All of this, as soon as you get up, open the, what'd you call it? I forgot. Oh, open it so the light can get into your house, and your immune system will, all these things. Drink a bottle of water, and like, bro, all these tips, all these tricks are good as soon as you're already a disciplined person who can and able to wake up early, right? I don't know, at least that's what came to my mind, because I have done enough research on how to wake up early, and I am you can see that 3 days out of 5 not be able to wake up at 5 a.m. Do you understand that? And one of these 2 days, actually the one day when I didn't sleep totally. It was 1 day ago when I didn't sleep at all, and that's why I think, Okay, brother, honestly, like, there is so many things which I can say, but this is very boring. I don't want these videos are already boring. They are not edited. They are me filming on the front camera of my iPhone. They're low quality on all this bullshit. I mean, yeah, these videos are by default are very boring, and I don't want them make even longer and even more boring by talking more. It's already 15 minutes. Okay, there is one really good dua which I memorized. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanat. Oh Allah, give me good in this world. Wal akhirati hasanat. And in the akhirah, in the afterlife, وقنا عذاب النار, and protect me from the hellfire. This short but very strong dua. Peace.